Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I am listing more of these books, and hopefully this actually records and I don't have microphone issues and all of this stuff. What I do with these books is I will photograph them all first. I will make list as or sell similars if I can find them. If not, I will do them individually. Some of them I can't find because they are very specific community-based cookbooks, like United Methodist Women of, or Caterpillar Employees 2000 something. So I'm obviously not going to find a lot of sell similars on that, and I will have to make those listings myself. This is part of my series where I bought a crap ton of books at an estate sale, and I foolishly said, because I watch too many YouTube videos and think I'm going to be a professional reseller when I'm not, because I have a day job. So I went to the estate sale and said, I would like to buy all the books you have, thinking that there was just one full bookshelf of them. And what I originally saw was all of the very specific cookbooks. So I was like, hey, I'll buy all of those. Thanks, Shed Flips. I'll buy all of those very specific cookbooks, and I will give you $80 for all the books you have. What the estate sale person heard was, it is incredibly difficult to get rid of books, and they're heavy and take up a lot of room. I'm going to have to go donate them to a local library or set them on fire or whatever they do with books that are left over from the estate sales. So this idiot over here just offered me $80 for all the books on the last day of the sale. So the estate sale person's like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. They take the $80, and myself, my husband, and my 14-year-old all go to the estate sale with a couple of tubs thinking it's just this bookcase. It is not. 16 boxes and tubs later, I have every single book in the entire house at the estate sale. Basement to attic. Every room, garage, everything. Pulled out every single book. I have only gone through 270 books so far, and that is only 4 tubs. So I have gone through a quarter of the books. And right now, if I stopped, I think I would have paid, I want to say 50 cents per book. I'm thinking it's going to be pennies in the end, what I paid per book. So I just want them gone. Most of the books that are very specific cookbooks, I list at $9.99 with best offer. Some of the books are higher, not a lot. I have sold a couple things. I think I have, as of today, which is July 2nd, I have made back my $80, and I've only sold like 6 things. So, go team. I really lucked out, though. The first sale we made out of this book lot was not a book. It was a PlayStation game that fell out of the inside of one of the books. So, I don't know if someone was going to try to steal it and put it in a book and they were unsuccessful or forgot about it, or what, but I got to benefit from it. As of right now, I'm kind of at a standstill with these books because I just bought a huge auction lot, and I'll talk about that in another video, that I did not mean to buy and bought it while I was at camp. And it's kind of a funny story. Well, it's funny for me because I was at camp and didn't have to transport it. Less funny for my husband and my father-in-law, who had to figure out ways to get it home while I was over an hour away sweating my butt off in a heat wave at a scout camp. So I will probably talk about that in my next photographing video or my general body doubling listing videos. I'm trying to be more specific with the books on the book videos because I've gotten some comments that you're watching these for the books, so they want me to talk about the books. I'm sorry, I ramble, I get off topic, I squirrel a lot. It's been a bit since I've done a video, actually. The videos that were last week, I was out of town, so I had pre-done them, so it's been an entire week without me doing any videos. My husband and I plan on doing some more of the bins videos when we get a chance to actually sit down together and do that, because life's crazy. It is July 2nd. I'm going to post this as soon as I'm done because last video I posted was on the 28th, and I'm trying to be more intentional because my 11-year-old YouTube manager has set out a schedule for me on how to be a successful YouTuber. She also if at home, she's not home now because she's at zoo camp. But if at home, she sneakily tries to get in the videos. If you've noticed in a couple of our bins videos, my 14-year-old and my 11-year-old have made, I don't say appearances because they don't appear, but have made voiceover appearances. The 14-year-old is going to make more of an appearance when we go over our most recent bins trip, because that was his first time we had taken him with us. And we took him with us because he's adult size. He's actually bigger than I am. His reach is longer than mine, and they want to be more involved. Both of my older kids have shown very much interest in helping with this. I don't know if they just want the extra money. I know my 11-year-old, I instructed her to go through her toys and see what she wants to sell. Unfortunately, or fortunately, she's incredibly good at her job. She is task specific. But she didn't just go through her toys. She went through her little sister's toys, and her little sister was not ready to get rid of these toys. So we had a bit of a fight that had to be mitigated, but it's fine now, and she knows just to go through her toys to see what she could sell. We did sell a headband from one of her Monster High dolls, and that kind of like pushed her to be like, hey, I have these just lying around. And it's also giving me like the threat of, if I step on this one more time, I'm going to list it on eBay and sell it. And our oldest is more interested in the procuring of items, which is totally his personality, where his little sister, my middle, is very organized, very task oriented, very much wants to like help photograph, help sort things, go through books with me, all of that, where he's like, I'll lift things. Like, he's very interested in this book lot. He's not interested because he's actually gone through any of these books, but he's interested because he's physically touched over half of these books by lifting them. He saw like how absolutely ridiculous getting them was. It was also super cold outside, and it had rained the night before, and it was very, very muddy, and we're going in and out of the house and walking down the block to where we'd parked. We could not park any closer to the house because people were actually picking up furniture, and they were parked really close to the house, and books are not as noteworthy as furniture, I guess. But all in all, it was a fun experiment. I have actually not been back to an in-person estate sale since this, which was back in February. There have been a lot going on in our area. I stay away from one particular estate seller. Prices are ridiculous. They have eBay listings, not even the solds, but just what they're listed for on eBay, and I've just stayed away from them. We have had some luck. Recently, we went to the Salvation Army, and there will be a video about that because my husband and I had a bit of competition, and I won pretty crazily. We have 2 more weeks to go to see if he'll catch up, but right now I'm ahead. So winning, I guess. And it's fun to do stuff like that, especially if you feel in a rut, and we were feeling in a bit of a rut. So let's turn it into a competition, make it more fun. And our Salvation Army just recently reopened. In my previous videos, I talked about how it closed unexpectedly, and like people just went and there was closed signs on the door unexpectedly. And it was closed, I want to say, for almost 60 days, which is a lot. But it's back and nothing looks different. So it wasn't like a remodeling thing. I think it may have been like a health department type thing. Oh, watch this. Okay, so I'm listing this book and it changes on me. It says remove UPC. And I was like, sure, remove it. The whole entire listing changed on me. It no longer asked me if it was a reference book, nothing. And I go back up and it's not listed under reference books. It's just listed under books and magazines. I don't know why it changed mid-listing. It was crazy. I mean, this is more appropriate. Technically, it's a pocket reference, but this is more appropriate for the listing. But it changed as I was listing it, which was slightly unnerving. I do almost all my listing on the computer. My husband does a majority of his in the app because he'll just take the picture with his phone and then list it right there. I do take the book pictures with my phone because I use the Sell Similar a lot with that. Clothing and stuff I tend to take with a camera. because I'm not as using SaleSimilar as much as I would like using the photo option to do that. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and have a productive day.